Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Fanie Naude here, and welcome to another one of my Monday videos. Today we are specifically talking about, do you know the exact amount it costs you to get a new client? So today we're going to do some math. I know you accountants love to deal with some numbers, so we're really going to go into some math today. Not doing the actual math, just explaining to you exactly what sort of math you should be doing in the next couple of months coming forward, that you can prepare yourself for the best possible 2021. So first of all, I'm Fanie Naude. I'm the Managing Director for Buznet Direct, and we help overworked accountants that's struggling with marketing and sales to get more of a constant stream of their ideal clients. So the first thing that you need to know about this lesson today is, okay, you should know your numbers. If you don't know your numbers, how are you making decisions? How are you deciding to spend money on what? And so all of those sort of things. So the first thing is, well, do you actually know the exact amount it costs you to get a new client? But then you're thinking about questions like, but I'm not spending money on advertising, but I'm still getting clients in. Does that count? Well, at this very stage, we're deciding on whether or not you want to go into paid advertising or just want to stay on organic marketing. Because if you cannot say with clarity that, okay, if I'm going to spend 5,000 on marketing in this coming month, I'm going to get so many clients and it's going to give me so much return on investment. Well, that's not really going to help us if you don't know what those sort of numbers are. So at the moment, if you're doing some advertising, if you're running some Google ads or Facebook ads, or running radio ads or getting leads through Bark or Find an Account.co.za, do you know how much it's costing you to sign up a new client? So this is a very, very important question, and at this stage I've done hundreds of sales calls, and it's one of the most difficult questions that I ask. And do you know how many accountants could answer this question with conviction? Less than 5, and I've done hundreds at this stage. Less than 5 could really tell me, okay, if I'm going to spend 2,000, I'm going to get a new client, or if I'm going to spend 3,000, I'm definitely going to get a new client. Well, then you're asking yourself, well, if you don't know this number, how are you spending money on advertising? Do you even make profit? Are you profitable with this? But you're saying, okay, well, if I know exactly how much I'm spending to get a new client, the next thing you want to ask is, how much is a client worth to you? And as an accountant, you should know this. You should know how much every single client of you are worth to you per month. Not just you're thinking about, okay, but what about the ad hoc work and all of those? I'm not talking about this at the moment. I'm talking specifically about retainer work. Retainer work meaning recurring income every single month. So on average, how much is a client worth to you? If you know these two numbers, if you know how much it's costing you to get a new client, and it's knowing how much that client's going to be worth, well, you can then calculate your return on investment on your marketing. Well, it's very, very simple then. If a client is worth 5,000 Rand per month, and if you spend 5,000 Rand on marketing and you get in 2 clients, you get a return on investment of 2 to 1. Well, then the next question is, why are you only spending 5,000 Rand on marketing then? Because if you're getting a 2 to 1 return on investment, I would spend 100,000 to get 200,000. That's the sort of thinking of, why are you not scaling up if you know these numbers? But the main thing here at the moment is you don't know your numbers. You don't know exactly how much a client is worth to you. You don't know how effective your marketing is at the moment, because you're running Google ads, you're getting leads in, and every now and then you sign up a new client. You're thinking, well, this is working, I'm making money, I'm not really losing money at the moment, but I don't know exactly how much I'm spending on Google ads to get me that specific client in. And is it regular? Are you getting some months you're getting in a lot of clients, and other months you're not getting in any clients? Have you looked at that graph of where exactly your marketing is the most effective? Which months your marketing is most effective, and what sort of ads are most effective? Now, this is all very technical questions, especially for accountants that don't really care about marketing. But at the end of the day, if you're a practice owner and you want to scale your practice, you should know these numbers off by heart. Like if I call you today and you don't know these numbers, well, you should not be running any ads. You should not be doing any sort of marketing or advertising because you don't know them. You could possibly be spending 10,000 a month and only getting in 1 client that's worth 5,000. Well, you're losing money all the way. Like you're losing money. That's not effective marketing. That's okay. Well, you're thinking, but if that client stays with me for an entire year, that's still return on investment many times over. And you are correct when you're saying, okay, well, the customer lifetime value is worth more and it's still making profit. But now you should be asking yourself, well, if I'm working against a loss with my return on investment for my advertising or my marketing that I'm doing right now, isn't there a better method? Isn't there something else, a better way to do marketing, a better way to get those clients in that I can get return on investment from day one? Meaning, can I get return on investment from the first 5,000? If I spend 5,000 and get 15,000 worth of clients in, well, that's return on investment from the first month. Meaning you're not working at a loss. You're not depending on the fact that those clients are going to stick with you for all the months and years to come. But you should be thinking about both. You should be thinking about, okay, is my marketing effective right now, or is my marketing effective over the long term, or over the long term? So at the end of the day, there's so many things that you should be thinking about, but the most important thing is the exact amount that it costs you to get a new client and how much that client is worth to you. Well, they're thinking, okay, well, great, I understand this. This is very important. I'm going to go and calculate all of those sort of things. But then the next thing is, okay, I've talked to so many accountants that's making massive amounts of revenue, but no profit. And not like no profit, meaning they don't want to pay taxes. I mean, they're really not making any sort of profit. So now you're asking, well, if they're not making any profit, where does the money go? Like, what expenses are there that's eating up all of the profits? And 9 out of 10 times it's the employees. Like, I've just seen it. It's bad practice management along with the employees. That combination is just eating up all the profits, because suddenly you realize, okay, well, I cannot do all the work by myself. I'm hiring employees, but each employee does not bring in the amount of money that I'm paying him. I'm paying that person 20 or 30,000 Rand a month, but he's only servicing, let's say 4 clients, and that's 20,000 or 15,000 or 10,000 worth of money or worth of revenue that's coming in. So I'm paying that person, but he's not giving in the money. So if you're going now into February and it's going to be an extremely busy month, you're going to go through all of your clients, do all of the year-end financial statements and all of those sort of things, take some stock. Take stock about your practice at the moment. Ask yourself certain questions about, okay, how many clients can each employee serve? How much am I paying that employee, and how much money is that employee bringing into my practice at that specific time? And then you're asking yourself, okay, how much capacity do I have left in the practice before I need to go and hire a new person? Because if you have, let's say, 10 extra spots for clients, you should be doing something about that. You should be bringing in those clients. If you're not at capacity from day one on March, you should be hunting clients. You should be going after clients, because all those 10 is probably going to be, okay, great. You have employees that's not busy all the time. You're not busy all the time. If you have any sort of time left in February, while it's your busiest month of the year, and you still have time left and all of those sort of things, you probably don't have enough clients, or you're not making enough profit for you to get in those clients. Meaning you're thinking, okay, well, I need to hire someone else to get in before I can go and do some more. And I don't want to overwork my people. But there's ways around that. There's software, there's cloud software, cloud accounting software packages that really make it possible for one employee to service, let's say 30 to 40 clients per month. Or let's say that's the capacity, 30 to 40 clients per employee. Now, if you're not at that sort of stage, that means you're probably working at a loss. You're probably working at a loss, meaning you need to go do the math, write down all of these figures. You should be knowing this, not only for yourself, but for your clients as well. If you can tell your clients, well, you're spending 20,000 Rand on marketing, but the revenue generated from that's only 15, you should be looking at your marketing and making some changes to get that return on investment that you're looking for. They should know these numbers. You should know these numbers. At the end of the day, you want to be in return on investment and then scale up those ads that you can keep on getting in those new clients. So thank you, everybody. I really hope this gave you some clarity about what to think about in February when you're doing all of that. Good luck with all of the work and enjoy the rest of your week. Thanks, everybody.